If a bad man dies in Nigeria, he automatically becomes a good man in death. If Tinubu should die today, Nigerians will forget all the sufferings they went through in his hands, and suddenly he will become a good man. Buhari is dead and probably buried. But the only problem I have with Nigerians is that we are too quick to forget. This culture of don't speak ill of the dead is exactly why we never learned from our history. We turn funerals into praise worship. Instead of reflection and mourning, we start singing praises and showing sudden love to the deceased. This is absolute nonsense. Yes, Buhari is gone, but we must reflect because he did very bad. 100% bad. It was under his watch that hundreds of Shiites, men, women, and even children were slaughtered. It was under his watch that soldiers of the Nigerian army were ordered to open fire on peaceful EndSARS protesters waving the Nigerian flag. It was under his watch that young Southeasterners were branded IPOB and ordered to be massacred. I just want to remind some of you hypocrites who are obsessed with morality that there was something called Operation Python Dance in 2017 in the East, which led to the killings of several youths in Umuahia and consequently the death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's parents. Guess whose regime was that? Exactly. Have we all forgotten so soon? The Buhari who is now a saint in death was the one busy giving incentives, empowering and reintegrating Boko Haram members into the Nigerian military after they've wasted the lives of these military men and innocent citizens. Buhari empowered terrorists but couldn't provide jobs for law-abiding citizens. In June 2021, the Buhari administration abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya in what is known as extraordinary rendition, thereby defying the principles of international law. Buhari never had an iota of respect for the law. He disobeyed several court orders, jailed critics arbitrarily, and clamped down on dissent. His 8 years dragged this country backwards in every way. Insecurity, poverty, division, and hopelessness became our reality. And now, because he's dead, some people with selective amnesia want us to mourn or worship him, while some, due to emotional sentiment and blind loyalty, don't want to say the truth. Sugarcoating Buhari's legacy now that he's dead is an insult to those who truly suffered under his failed leadership. No one will come out of life alive, but we must not be made to mourn those who don't deserve it. Those who benefited from Buhari's misrule can grieve endlessly about his death, but the millions of Nigerians whose life and sources of livelihood were destroyed by his ungodly and tyrannical actions also have the right to ventilate their grievances. Politicians who make the lives of Nigerians miserable during their lifetime cannot be venerated as saints in death. A culture that allows people to blatantly lie about the dead cannot bring progress and prosperity. To his family, Buhari may have been a caring and loving father, but to many Nigerians, he was a colossal disaster. As Buhari faces the judgment of his maker, it is my honest prayer that those currently in power who are making lives miserable for us realize they will also face their eternal judgment. The final pronouncement of Buhari's passing should have